The Smith & Wesson M&P 40C, the original version. Let's talk about some pros and some cons. Some pros to this gun is the trigger is pretty good, and this being the older M&P, uh, for the time, this was what they would call a pretty good updated trigger when it came from considering how the Sigma pistols were. Uh, this is definitely an upgrade over the Sigma pistols. Pretty decent trigger. Obviously, you get the Smith & Wesson reliability. This gun has never given me any problems. Another pro is, especially when you put in the magazine with the extra plate at the bottom, you get a pretty good grip. Nothing digs into your fingers. Pretty solid grip. Uh, Now some cons to this pistol. Now this one is pretty much, maybe it's a individual con, but for me, I've talked about this, and maybe this also applies to other M&P pistols. But when you get the standard sights, they gunk up a lot in there, and the channel's deep, so you pay attention to that. Sometimes over time it'll start to get yellow, and a lot of stuff will get in there. You have to clean it out with a Q-tip. I've cleaned out mine, but I got it the best way I can. But I'm gonna still clean out some more. If you can see that, you see all of that gook in there. That's to me a con when it comes to the M&P. This is the only M&P, the only pistols that I've experienced this with. And maybe one other con as well, is when you load the magazine when it's full of 10 rounds, a lot of times uh, you have to slap it in extra hard. It doesn't just like click right in. You would have to, it doesn't do that as it would if it was empty. You have to give it an extra shove. And it's similar to the Glock 30. The Glock 30 45 does the same exact thing. That could be a con if you're in a situation where, you're panicking or something, you're in a firefight or something with this gun, and you have to shove it in, or you think it's gonna go in, and you have to keep pushing it in until it clicks. Or what if it doesn't click and you panic, and the magazine falls out of the gun? Uh, Not sure what Smith and Wesson could do to fix that. I don't even know if that's like that on the 2.0s, but on the original M&P 40C, that is to me a con. But otherwise, excellent pistol, M&P 40C.